All right, might have to change that song because I think that's elements of another song, but this is not elements of a regular semifinal that we usually see. It's Feel the Vibe for the semifinals matchup versus Cheese Enema. Like, we've never seen the semifinal actually happen here on Dominate Dominion, and this is gonna be a fresh and new one for all you people looking out over there. Generic here, Generic with me on the L3D webs for Dominate Dominion number 47. Before I continue on, Teemo, Least Vi, and a Nidalee ban. And we are seeing Lulu pick. What else do we have for bans right now? Generic.
We have an Evelynn ban, which we haven't seen tonight. We haven't seen Evelynn picked either in any game, despite the fact that she's never been banned,
Mm.
which is interesting. And another thing, uh, Cheese Enema had to ban a lot of really strong champions, but they managed to give up. They still had to give up the Lulu ban to feel the vibe, which is very dangerous because Lulu is such a strong support, so disruptive. Max cooldown reduction, she's nuts, but even with some AP and like a magic penetration build, she's also got so much damage with the utility that she brings.
Yeah, that's very a dangerous pick. Probably gonna be picked up for the or being picked up for the team Feel the Vibe. Choose Enema on the other hand is gonna be picking up the kill, who showed immense pressure, showed immense damage. I mean, they get taunted a few times, and that's why you didn't see as much damage as you would usually for the main or for a game. But overall, great job picking up that kill from the last game. Now gonna be picked up for the team of Cheese Enema. On top of that, getting Jarvan. So we're gonna see a Jarvan and Kayle pick yet again. We're gonna see probably getting that Riven. Wow, that's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy stuff for Cheese Enema. On the other hand, Feel the Vibe picking up the Leona+Zyra.
we have a lot of strong AP picks right now on Feel the Vibes team. Zyra is also a very good AP. She has a huge like football field sized ultimate to like knock people up. Once again, I already went over Lulu how like unfair she is.
Mm.
Um, on She's Enema, we also see some really strong picks. We see a lot of the same picks that we've been seeing all night long. We have that Jarvan, we have Kayle, we have Maokai. Um, they've got a really good tanky team that also does a lot of damage. So we've got some solid picks there.
Yeah, interesting to see the Riven yet again. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think last week we saw any Riven picks usually, at least from the cast. So
Hmm.
very interesting to see the Riven pick up yet again, but we're gonna see some interesting stuff come up from Field of Vibe. I think they're just trolling for a little bit before they actually lock in.
Well,
But
Sauron thinks IP Tryndamere is like the most OP champion ever on Dominion, and he like made a QQ post about it. But I think he's maybe going to be a bit fair and be merciful to like choose Enema and pick Syndra instead.
we do see the Syndra locked in actually, and yeah, we did see Sauron play that Syndra last time. Did a really good job with it. Very nice pickup for that one. Dinah picking up the Garen yet again. Have you seen this Garen play out slash yeah, Garen and Dominion, what do you think?
I haven't seen too much of him in Dominion, honestly. I think that he gets kited really easily,
Hmm.
which is dangerous. However, with the addition of Lulu and Zyra, assuming that those two go top lane, and Sauron, I only ever see Sauron go bottom lane whenever I've played with him.
Hmm.
Syndra is also a very strong bottom lane champion. So I imagine that Zyra is going to be able to lock people down with her roots. Same thing with Leona. So Garen's going to have no problem with getting kited. He's going to be able to get up to the targets that he wants to get up to and just spin to win on them, and it's going to work out in their favor.
Well, hopefully that will come up to be a truthful thing. Really quickly as well, Wukong, Mumu, Evelynn. I think they're getting ready for the PECS battle. I mean, Pays Evelynn Child Support. You don't actually want to give Pays Evelynn Child Support Evelynn. It's actually pretty dangerous if you do that. But yeah, they're getting ready for that because they ban out that Evelynn again. Yeah, don't know why you would ban out Evelynn otherwise though right now because yeah, not a lot of teams play her.
Yeah, like I remember when Blackfire Torch first came out on
Mm.
Dominion, Evelynn was crazy. Like that just was well, Blackfire Torch on anything except for Vayne was just stupid. But yeah, Evelynn, she's been nerfed a lot. Poor thing. Like after she like was horrible, viable for like 5 months. Um, I think she still works though. Like I'd be interested to see how she plays out. Like as you said, like pays Evelynn child support, uses her, makes her work. Stealth on Dominion is such a very strong tactic to have, a strong mechanic. Um, so if you have a team that can exploit that and use it to their advantage, then that would be very strong for them.
Yeah, definitely, and we're gonna be seeing that come into play really soon again. Delay. We do see the summer spells, not
Hmm.
surprising with most of everything. Sauron again, not surprising with that ignite. Immediately over that bot lane again. I don't know. Maybe the Maokai or probably the Gragas. Maybe I don't know. What do you think? It's gonna be bot lane for Cheese Enema or
Um, this is tough because literally all of their champions could go bot lane. Um, I have to think this
true?
one through. Okay, I could see. I'm gonna put my bet on either Maokai or Kayle.
Okay. Why is that?
Um, okay, because I think. Can I talk about summoner spells?
Yeah, go for it too.
Okay, so Maokai has the garrison, so I think that's going to help him out with defending.
Hmm.
Um, so that's a real option right there for them. Kayle is also a very strong bottom laner. If she gets a lot of gold, she scales crazy good into late game. So she could benefit from going bot lane.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't think Gragas is going to go bot lane. I think that Gragas, he will have a lot of use for top lane for disengages. His ultimate can just totally disengage a team, put everyone out of position. So if, say, Zyra gets the root, or if Garen is like charging, getting ready to like silence Riven, so that way she can't cast spells, like he can just stop all that nonsense and like be of benefit to their team. One thing I noticed too is that what does FTV stand for again?
Feel the vibe.
Feel the Vibe, right? Okay. One thing I noticed about Feel the Vibe is that they only have one AD damaged champion.
Hmm.
Everyone else does AP, and also Garen's ultimate is AP.
Hmm.
So Cheese Enema can actually do a lot of good by building magic resist, and they can negate a lot of the damage that they are going to do.
Really interesting too about the, I think it was 2 or 3 patches ago, they lowered the cost of Negatron Cloak and they lowered the cost about Magic Resist as well. So that's actually coming to play into this little matchup. Hopefully we'll see what'll happen. She's Enema. I mean, they're going to be building some good bruisery items, but they're going to have to
Mhm.
build some interesting magic resist, which is probably going to be throwing them off. A lot of Hex Stringers probably coming off from the 80s, coming off on that side, and maybe Abyssal up there for Need Christ. I don't know what he's going to be building, but he's going to have to build some magic resist as well. While on the top, on the other hand, Feel Alive, they have a lot of auras. They have not auras, but they have a lot of utility play coming
They
into
really
play
do.
with Zyra, especially with Leona and Lulu as well.
Lulu.
Yeah, so
Yeah, oh man, that was so poor Cheese Enema having to go up against Lulu. Oh man.
is Lulu one of the most sought after picks in Dominion? Do you think so?
No, I think Kassadin is like the number one pick. After Kassadin, it'd be Kha'Zix, and then after that, I think it's like Jayce or Lulu. But yeah, Lulu is just way too much utility, and she just brings so much. I'm surprised that like Summoner's Rift players haven't figured out how like crazy she is, because I don't know.
I mean, there's some other things that come with the Lulu play. I mean, Lulu's seen a lot in solo queue just because, well, she has
Yeah.
so much utility. But the only thing with Summoner's Rift and Lulu, I think with team rank play or just rank play in general, there's other supports that use more utility for the team later on, especially like Nunu
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's why, unfortunately, in Summoner's Rift, Lulu gets about, I would say, still a really major amount of play, but
Oh,
not
for
as much
sure.
as other things like Tark and all that other goodness.
Hmm.
We're gonna be starting up this game again, round number 4 slash the semifinals coming into play. Feel the Vibe versus Cheese Enema. Lulu on that Nidalee man arm. We're gonna play that Leona. We're gonna have Half-Hearted on the Zyra. Garen gonna be played by Dynoff, and Sauron gonna be playing that Syndra. That is over. That is gonna be for the blue side for that team. We're gonna check over for the purple side. What do we have, Generic?
We have Battle Bunny Riven, played by Sifu Kelvin. I think his name is pronounced Krog or something. Is that right? We have him playing the Prince Draven. Uh, we have Kayle being played by Wowix. We have Maokai being played by Lurch, and Gragas played by Necrysis.
And we're gonna
Um,
sorry, go.
so also in terms of the skin war,
Hmm.
we see 4 versus 4 right here. I'm very disappointed with Lurch and Sauron because Maokai and Syndra have some really good skins, and they're just not taking advantage of the power that they can bring to their teams.
Doesn't Syndra only have one skin?
She does, and it's gorgeous.
It is probably one of the best skins though. For Slasher's only skin. What is it? Another person that only has one skin right now, Draven, not gonna get another skin. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
I think that there have been a lot of great ideas. There's been like Fire Dance and Draven that's been played around with on the forums. I think that Draven's such a huge character that Riot has a lot to play with for him. So like, I think he's going to have some more skins fairly soon. It's just a matter of them like actually getting the resources to coming out with them.
To actually start off with that. Yeah, I mean, they finally gave Soraka a skin. I think they need to give Tarek a skin as well. I mean, it's awesome and cool to see. I think everyone's favorite is 5th Age Tarek, but...
Oh, for sure. I just want like total pink Tarek. Or Village People Tarek. That'd be fantastic.
Village People Tarek. That would be actually pretty interesting to see. We do see the startup yet again, so I'm going to bottom lane. We do have Nick Crisis going to be over that bot lane as well. I think, because I saw this matchup last week, I think this is why Gragas wanted to go bot again. He wanted to redeem himself for this one. But yeah, like, everyone was really viable. I was just guessing that was Nick Crisis because, yeah, well, unfortunately, he did want to make up for that last.
Okay.
Do you see some damage coming out? Feel the vibe. Going to take a little bit of poke. Great job by the plans zoning out the team. Now Cheese Enema going to go right engage onto Dynov. Don't think that's the smartest idea. Croc takes a lot of big bursts from the beginning. Now we see Lurch trying to re-engage onto the team, but unfortunately not going to be able to do anything. Kayle going to be able to pick up 1 kill. We do see Maokai being picked up as well. Now Riven going to be taken down. And we're going to see if Kha'Zix can get out of the danger play. Going to be able to get the heal. But now we do see 2-1 on the revives. We do have that J4 going to be caught up. Now Kha'Zix going to be cut down.
Oh, Kha'Zix survives.
Barely saving now over there, but I don't know why. She actually tried to go back onto it. Nidalee man going to be pick up a double kill up on that Lulu. Now Calvin going to go right onto Armor. Armor going to try to get out of there, get there. But unfortunately, a triple kill coming from Nidalee man. He does not want to go for the Quadra. He actually going to still go for the support. And he's going to be taking up the kill. It was half-hearted onto the Maokai. Nidalee man still is going to be a good teammate, taking this point down, and the windmill going to be captured for Field of Vibe.
I like that too. Like, Lulu does really well with items, but I feel like Zyra or Garen, getting them the kills and getting them the most gold is also going to really help them out. So like, yeah, that'd be like so cool if like Lulu got a quadra kill, but I still think it's like smarter if they give gold to other teammates.
I mean, that was just an unfortunate situation for Nidalee man, but yeah, I mean, it was just 1 or 2 auto attacks slash. I think the only kill that really was her was the glitter round kill off of Kha'Zix, I think.
Yeah, chasing Kha'Zix on kill,
yeah. So, I mean, that was just unfortunate for her, but yeah, that's just gonna happen. 403. She has a bit of gold mount, 2.5 when me to her to boot. Does pick up a Prosperous, or she has a Prosperous ring, going to pick up the Phoenix Codex and go right back over in the windmill. Overall, what do you think happened for Field of Vibe to actually catch over to the windmill?
I think Field of Vibe just has way too much utility. I'm just blaming that one on Lulu. I think that they also have a very strong engage. Because they have Lulu who can like speed Jarvan up, they also have Zyra. As soon as Zyra gets the root on someone, or if Leona manages to like get her sword on someone, that person is engaged on. They're in a lot of trouble, and that really works in their favor.
We do have 2 people already working over in bottom lane now. We didn't see Storm actually use the revive, try to catch up on the super Calvin. How far they're going to come up as well. Gonna get the root down. No, just going to go plant it down, and then we're going to see the unleash power from Sauron. Going to be able to pick up the kill onto that bottom lane. But unfortunately for the windmill, you see Armor going to be taken down right quickly from the J4. And now J4 going to try to dunk it in onto Nidalee man. On the other side, Lurch going to get Windy down, and now damage output coming from Nidalee man. So much disabled from this Lulu. Can't really do too much.
I remember talking to Z-Mike, who's considered one of the best Lulu players on Dominion, just saying like there's nothing more satisfying than just turning someone into like a cupcake or something.
It's probably the best little thing how far they're going to be able to get a double kill over there top. Great job by Lulu and Zyra.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's probably one of the most untalked about abilities. Whimsy, the disable coming from that is just ridiculously strong.
Oh, it's crazy, and it lasts so long too. And like honestly, just like seeing Vin coming at you, just being like the die is cast, and then she turns into like a kitten. It's just fantastic.
Which is unfortunate because that's what happened over there at top lane. But now we're going to see the backup from the team of Field of Vibe. 3-2 on the cap points right now. We'll see what She's Enema is going to do to try to respond to this. Unfortunately, they are, well, outnumbered over in the windmill, and they are going to be able to take a little bit of time just waiting out seeing where this Lulu, where the Zyra, where the like the Leona is, the support team, where they're at, and gonna try to find out how they're gonna figure this one out. Slash, what do you think Choose Enema has to do?
I think they have to ban Lulu next time.
Maybe.
They could do. They have to do. Sauron's really good bot lane. I think Syndra's actually surprisingly hard to gank too. She has a slow one, a very low cooldown. She has a knockback that can also stun in an AoE. Her slow is also an AoE. And worst comes to worst, her single target damage is just so nuts that, like, realistically, if she's poked down the enemy bottom laner enough, the enemy bottom laner has to either back off because they can explode to Syndra, or Syndra can just turn around and explode her ganker. Like, so that's tough. I'd say they should try and capture someone on their own if possible, but Lulu's disengages are going to make that really difficult.
Missed the explosive cast, and now we're going to try to chase onto Sauron. Sauron's going to use the Scatter of the Weak to try to slow it down, but it is going to be the kill onto Sauron. Now we're going to have Kevin go to me, a re-engage upon by armor. Dino coming out from the side, going to go chase down, spin the win with that judgment. Can he finish up the kill with the Demacia? Doesn't actually use it yet. Should. Oh no, it's not even up.
I don't think he has to though.
Yeah, and we do see the kill from Dino right over there. Back cap from Lurch over there. And be able to pick up that point while half-hearted Nidalee man trying to hold up on the top lane. Great intervention. You're going to be able to secure even more stuff for this one though. And Nidalee man probably going to be taking down Krog. Going to go try to zone it in. Gets pick it up from the turret, and Warwick can't keep it going. Just unfortunate times the turret did not get disabled during that whole little fight engagement. And yeah, Lulu just showing his power over there. Picking up another kill. Oh wow, Nidalee man doing a really good job right now.
Yeah, once again, Lulu just not fair. She hasn't died yet either. That's just like Lulu. The other thing on top of the utility, just to add insult to injury, is the fact that she's so slippery. Like even Nidalee's like, oh my god, can you be any more slippery? Like just stop it.
Nidalee man, we're gonna look at the actual skills and actually everything else. Looking up, he does have that Q all leveled up with help picks. Gonna be the second one down. Very, very good damage output coming out from Nidalee man. Gonna be picking up a Blackfire Torch possibly as well. So very good stuff coming out from this player.
Bot lane things are going right now in Syndra's favor. We see in terms of gold, Syndra has about 800 gold advantage over Gragas. And I have to stress, a lot of people think like Dominion, you don't have to CS at all, that's only Summoner's Rift. But in reality, Dominion bottom lane is all about CSing. Top lane gets the assists, like with this team fight that might happen right now, they're going to get a lot of gold from this. Whereas bot lane, if you don't get that gold, you'll fall behind.
Yeah, and we're going to see if Dynap will fall down onto this one, but with the Shrine Relic plus the wind, the ult from the Wild Growth, can it be enough for Nidalee man to do something with it? Dynap going to be taken off from the side, but now it's Nidalee man getting focused down. Armor trying to delay as much as he can for Krog, and Krog going to be taken off from the armor, and the Whimsy so strong. Picking up the kill is Nidalee man yet again, going 7-0-6 right now, off on top lane.
Another favorite of mine is whenever Lulu like engages in with her ultimate, says her like, "There's no other way." Then Lulu just turns into a cat. Also, just so satisfying.
It's just so strong coming out from this Lulu player. I mean, whimsy and all, but I mean, she's making really good utility decisions. I mean, ulting whenever she can to get more DPS for Dynav, or getting that whimsy at the end. It was just very, very smart play right now from Nidalee man, and shows right now on the score 467 to 254. Feel the Vibe's doing a really good job just taking these little advantages and
really
keeping it going for themselves.
Like, they took top point. I don't think they've lost it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I was going to agree with that. Half-Hearted could be cut off from the side, but they're actually going to try to zone out this Lulu pick. Nope, they're going to still catch on the Half-Hearted. Half-Hearted going to be in to give just a little too quickly. Nidalee man going to still go into the fight. I don't know if she needs to do that. Armor just kind of being by
Maokai should try and zone Lulu right now from the fight, and he responded a little late to that.
However, they might just take too much damage from Nidalee man. Going to be taking the health pick. Then he uses Wall Growth to try to get out of there, but unfortunately Wall Growth should be able to figure it up. It's actually Calvin going to be able to pick that one up. Now Dynop going to be taking a lot of damage in between that, and Calvin gets the double kill to boot.
Good job for Enema. They managed to get the point again. They're going to get the quest with this too, which is going to give them a bit of an advantage. Going to give them a few more points down on Feel the Vibe. It's going to be interesting to see if they can defend this point. Right now, the only Kayle's defending the point, whereas we see Zyra and Leona coming top. So I think they should be fine. She's Enema is going to be able to get their players back in the jungle, back defending the windmill point. So it's going to be Feel the Vibe that's going to have to go on the offensive and retake the windmill, or possibly gank bot. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Feel the Vibe right now is in a pretty good position. I mean, you look at the score, it's really good. But I just checked that over at Riven's items, did build up into that Black Cleaver right after getting that shutdown bonus. We're going to see a lot of damage output coming from IV+Kayle. So if IV+Kayle doesn't get it focused down from the team of Feel the Vibe, it's going to be pretty dangerous. We do see Dyna going to be talked to by IV+Kayle. Dyna is going to go right back onto the team. Armor going to miss off onto that Zenith Blade. But yeah, that is prime target number 1. Other than the J4, they might want to catch up as well. And other than Kayle, who's just still zoning out whenever she can. Riven's really dangerous just because she got an immense amount of gold in just a little bit of short time. And they'll be able to take that down probably easily if they get everybody connected. Over at bottom lane, I didn't actually see what happened. I'm guessing gank, but what happened over there?
It looks like, yeah, Leona came down and ganked Gragas. Syndra, very receptive to ganks. She pretty much has like a Sona ults, but on like more range. And yeah, Leona also a really strong ganker. She has 3 different CC abilities that she can use that also make her allies more strong because of her passive. They did manage to get that point, so it's still 3 points for Feel the Vibe, despite the fact that she's Enema has the windmill. And it looks like they're not going to give up that point. However, they do...
They're taking over at bottom, they're taking over at top. Krog right now, whoa, my screen just went offline. But the Krog right over there, going to be able to get out of there is Sarum, but Krog trying to still chase this Syndra is going to miss that offline, and now half-hearted, and Nidalee man trying to do something out of top. Does get the stun, get knock up, no half-hearted is going to be taken out over there, going to be zoned around, but does pick up the kill onto Maokai off on plants. And now we do see some poke and some slowness for IV+Kayle. Can't half-hearted do anything else from this. Does do some more poke, but unfortunately IV+Kayle going to be able to pick up the kill, and now Nidalee man is pretty much going to be able to get killed. Wukong, can you finish up the kill, bro? Oh, he does have the sight from the sweeper, I'm guessing.
They do it. Oh no.
Still Nidalee man still kiting down right now, and Dynamite over here is just going to be hit, but they'll help out in just a little bit. Dynamite going to be sending down. Now it's Nidalee man easily getting picked out.
Strong ultimate from Kayle.
Yeah, strong times from Kayle, but unfortunately, Wukong's now going to chase on the Dynamite. It is going to be a 3-2 cap right now for the team of Choose Enema. And they're going to get some points back, but overall, this Lulu is just, like you said, going to be slippery, but just a very big factor in this game right now.
For sure. Yeah, I think this also showcases just how strong supports are in general. Like, I find it interesting how a lot of players don't like to play supports. They think they're so boring, they don't do anything to change games. When in reality, the supports are the people who set up the damage dealers, like, to do their business. I think it's the supports who make the plays and who are just the game changers, not so much the Fed Vayne. Like the Fed Vayne, like if she's like getting jumped on by like Jarvan and everyone, she's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, the supports do a lot to help out the team. We do see the Armor going red, and now we have Krog going re-engaging on the Dynamite and Nidalee man. Nidalee man is still the focus. Half-hearted going to get zoned out of the fight from Riven, but now Krog going to be limited down. Going to be taking a lot of damage. Demacia going down, but did not finish up that kill. It is going to be Dynamite going to be picking up, while we do see Leona picking up a kill over there, as well as the one, the only Zyra going to get kicked off as well. IV+Kayle going to take a lot of damage from Dynamite, and it's going to be Dynamite finishing up that one. Great job on Nidalee man disabling onto the Riven. And we'll see what they can do about this windmill, which I don't think they can actually capture unless Lurch really can't get it save onto it. Yeah, Lurch is going to be taking a lot of damage, but is Nidalee man going down? No, she will not. It is going to be IV+Kayle going to come off on the side. Did not focus the little Lulu that was going to die off anyway, but now it's going to go right on it and pick it up through the wind slash. Overall, very good little trade-off. They're still going to hold a point. Cheese Enema. Great job by Maokai just staying over there. Like, he had no other way, really. I mean, he could have gone back, but he would have lost a point from that.
So we're seeing a very good job of Cheese Enema coming back from this deficit that Feel the Vibes dealt to them. In terms of gold bot lane, we're seeing... What are we seeing here? A huge gold advantage. Right now, Sauron has about 1,600 gold over Crisis. Which is really significant.
Yeah, I
So
mean
yeah, Sauron's in a good
that's a
place.
few more damage items, but on top of that, Syndra actually could build up a little bit more healthiness. I mean, she does have that thing's only grail to mitigate a little bit of the damage. On the crisis right now, only has the Blackfire Torch to really help his healthiness. I mean, Rally's Crystal Scepter is going to be pretty much online for Sauron really soon, and that's going to be a dangerous time with Armor helping out with the gank, gets the Zenithblade, gets the Solar Flare, but the crisis gets a great good ult to get the zone out of the team, and going to be able to probably get out of here unless he just goes the other way and just going to get killed down from Unleashed Power. Unfortunate times in the crisis, but he's going to get picked off from the kill. Sauron now Lurch in a really bad position, super low right now.
Oh, goes in.
A lot of damage. Can he actually get out of there? I don't think so. Zenithblade is way too strong, and it is another kill. That was an unfortunate kill, actually. Lurch should have not been there.
We see top lane as well. Feel the Vibe was able to put so much pressure and make all the kills bot lane, but also they're taking the windmill as well. I thought that they might be able to defend it. Because they actually managed to corner Garen and shut him down, which was most of their damage. But ultimately, Feel the Vibe was able to respond to that and take the windmill.
Yeah, it looks like Feel the Vibe is going to gain their advantages, but it is looking like Enema is going to try to take over the point. And they try to capture the objective as well, but now Dynamo coming in on the side, going to go disable as much as they can for this quarry. And now we're going to see Armor taking a lot of damage onto Wawix. Wawix is going to hit his Solar Flare in the face, and it is going to be Armor going to be able to help to secure the kill onto Half-Hearted. Team of Enema has to back away just because it took so much damage from the start of that. Dynamo, I mean, this is an unsung hero from the last few weeks with this Garen, and is doing a really good job just, well,
for sure,
disabling and making sure that the team isn't actually capturing points.
And he's got all the supports behind him. Even though he's their only ID, he's still got so much support backing him that he's totally fine.
And IV+Kayle now going to get engaged fine. Lulu going to pick up another kill. Lurch now going to be in the focus right now. And then you have the Whimsy coming on the Krog. Krog going to get disabled upon, but able to pick up the kill is Krog onto that Zyra. And now we're going to see the whole death squad of Feel the Vibe trying to chase Krog. I don't think that's probably the smartest idea. Netherite Man going to be seen through the, I'm guessing the Gragas Spectral Landing approach. Yes, there was a Gragas, and then we're going to see the backup of the team of Feel the Vibe, but Feel the Vibe going to hold onto the windmill just for a little bit longer. Armor has to stay up there, unfortunately, and could be 2v1 in just a little bit. Or everybody's just going to wait up in the jungle. I mean, that works
Go mid,
too.
see what happens, yeah.
Enema is just going to try to wait out, but overall, Enema still really can catch up.
Lulu. They get her, explode her, good job.
They do catch that down, and now Dynamo in a little bit of trouble, taking a little bit of pokes. IV+Kayle going to try to finish up the kill. Wind Slash is still active.
We see Armor going for the back cap actually on the drill, which is really, really smart of him. However, in doing so, they're going to give up the windmill. And it looks like Warwick's on Kayle is going to be able to come and maybe stops the neutralization. Good job.
Wow, very
so close.
Barely having even like a 0% chance to get that, but Armor not going to be able to capture that one. Half-Hearted not going to be off onto Krog. Krog going to get engaged upon, but the invulnerability shield through the intervention. Is that going to be enough to save Krog? It is Kayle off on the side, going to get kited down, and it is now Zyra. Half-Hearted going to pick it up from on there, off of all the Ganker Ridge, and now we're going to see Lurch going to go on to Armor, and now they're going to go on to Iron Man, but Armor going to be safe for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we do trade off 1-for-1. Dynamo going to be taken off from the kill, but now IV+Kayle going to top lane, trying to pick up on the Dynamo. Wind Slash down, and it's actually going to be Kayle going to pick up the kill. Now Harder coming back into the fight through the revive, and Lurch going to be taking a lot of poke. Can he actually finish it up? I don't think so. IV+Kayle going to go right onto the Netherite Man. Netherite Man has to get out of there. Has to actually Whimsy out of there, and will be able to get away, but is Half-Hearted going to be taken off from that one, unfortunately. It looks like Feel the Vibe is just going in one by one. It's not really helping their cause right now, though.
Like, one thing I'd like to appreciate is the team fight that happened earlier. They were focusing down Jarvan, and Jarvan actually managed to get away from them, whereas Kayle and Riven were focusing the Half-Hearted on Zyra, and they managed to take her down. So Jarvan got away from them, they didn't kill Jarvan, and it put the fight into their favor, whereas they didn't defend Zyra, which worked in Enema's favor.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, and now we're going to have Enema re-engage over here at the bottom. We're going to see the J4 ult onto the Syndra. Now we're going to try to get the back away Armor, trying to back away from this Dynamo, doing as much as he can to do some damage, but it's not going to be enough to actually pick up the kill. Dynamo Oh,
Is there
going.
enough? Oh
Oh
man.
my gosh, Nidalee can't go anywhere else. It's going to be able to come out to the aid of the teammates. Going to be able to just get away from there. Lulu and Half-Hearted going over in top lane, trying to defeat Lurch. Lurch has to use the Garrison to hold off onto this point. Can he defend it a little bit longer? And using the Arcu Smash, but it's not going to be enough. Lurch going to be taken down from Half-Hearted, but now Calvin coming up from the side. Whimsy going to be used. Now we're just going to see the ultimates and the disable coming up from Feel the Vibe, but Feel the Vibe still can't really do anything about Calvin. Still a big beaten stick would want to go down and beat onto the team, but you're going to back off from this while Wex and Calvin just going to try to heal up and defend the point. Meanwhile, over in bottom lane, unfortunately, we do see a gank up, and we do have that Nidalee going taken down again. Over at top lane, Krog going to go up there, trying to finish up onto armor, but that is a very tanky Leona, and you can't really do too much about that. We do have Calvin going to be down onto her ultimate, so we don't have Riven's ultimate for a little bit. I mean, we did have the Wind Slash actually being activated, so we can't really do anything about that. Meanwhile, over at bottom lane, we do have Krog getting picked off over there, getting picked up, and Dynath and so are going to be able to pick up the kill and capture the point with the objective added onto that. That's a lot of damage, and that's a lot of poke that the team of Cheese Enema cannot handle right now.
They're doing a really good job defending this windmill point. However, they did give up bottom lane, sadly. So even though they have the windmill, Feel the Vibe has that point, and they are going to have to respond to it. And I think in doing so, they might just give up the windmill.
It's looking like a Nidalee man going to be able to get out of there yet again. Great job by her getting, I mean the Lulu player getting out of that one. Lurch is now going to be taking a lot of damage. Dynav getting picking up the kill. It's actually Sarin, but Dynav helping out with that. And yeah, Sarin's going to try to do as much as she can to really help out and push out the team. While Dynav actually disable onto Nidalee is yes he will, but Lurch is now going to be able to pick up some of that slack. Get one auto attack or a Garrison, that works too. And we do see Sarin going to be able to pick up the kill onto Calvin. Nidalee is going to try to get out of there. He gets out through the body slam, and now we're going to see the slow down onto Lurch. Overall good takes, but we do see a back cap possibly happening for Cheese Enema. Will it be too late though? Nidalee man's going to be there to respond.
Lulu's there, and Lulu's infuriating to take off of points.
It is looking like it with the wall growth and just so much damage on the floor. It does not matter. She is going to be able to delay just for a little bit longer. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Can Lurch get it? No, but Leona's ult's going to be doing that. And that will be GG.
No, I'd just like to say too, though, that last fight down there when we saw Sarin versus Riven, that was absolutely mesmerizing. Like, just the way that Sarin was using Syndra. Like, managing to kite Riven around and take her down. I was really impressed with that.
That was a great